Paris, the city of lights, love, and legends. But what if I told you that once this very city was brought to its knees, not by bombs, not by revolutions, but by a fleet of wooden ships sailing silently up the Seine? At their helm, a man so feared, his name echoed across Europe, Ragnar Lodbrok. The question is, did he really exist? Or was he just a myth that became too real? Let's go back to the 9th century. Europe wasn't united. After the death of Charlemagne, the Carolingian Empire had splintered into weak, divided kingdoms. Nobles fought for power, kings were helpless, and the people left defenseless. From the cold, harsh shores of the north, the Vikings were watching. They didn't care for borders. What they wanted was silver, land, and fear. And in 845 CE, they came to take all three. The Vikings didn't creep in through forests or mountain passes. They took the river. 120 longships, cutting through the waters of the Seine like blades. Their oars beat in perfect rhythm. And at the front, a man with a beard, battle-scarred armor, and a legend already forming around his name, Ragnar Lodbrok. Some say Ragnar never existed, that he was a mix of different Viking chieftains. But tell that to the people of Paris, who watched flames dance on rooftops and churches fall under axes. King Charles the Bald, grandson of Charlemagne, heard the news too late. He rushed to defend Paris, thinking he could stop the Vikings before they reached the city. But Ragnar was ahead of him. He divided the Frankish forces by tricking them to cross the Seine. And when they were split, he struck. The Frankish army was butchered. Their leader, a bishop, was captured and, according to some accounts, hanged from the bridge of Paris. Not just killed, displayed. A warning, a message that the gods of the north had come. Paris in 845 was not the stone-walled city we know today. It was vulnerable, open, fragile. The Vikings stormed through it, looting monasteries, tearing down resistance, and setting fires that turned the sky black with smoke. Ragnar wasn't just a raider. He didn't stay to rule. He came to take what he wanted and leave. After sacking Paris, he demanded a ransom, 7,000 livres of silver and gold, an amount so large it shook the royal treasury. Charles the Bald paid, not because he wanted peace, but because he had no choice. For the first time, a European kingdom paid invaders to go away. The Vikings learned something important. Fear is more profitable than war. Raids became more frequent, more brutal, more calculated, and Ragnar, he became more than a man, a symbol, a nightmare whispered in royal courts. But the story doesn't end there. What happened to Ragnar? Some say he returned to Denmark, only to be betrayed and thrown into a pit of snakes by an English king. Others believe he died before Paris, and the raid was led by his sons. The saga's conflict. Historians argue, but one thing is certain. The fear he left behind was real. The siege of Paris in 845 wasn't just a raid. It was a warning that no empire, no matter how grand, is safe from collapse. That sometimes a man with nothing to lose can shake the foundations of a kingdom built over centuries. And today, when we walk through the streets of Paris, admiring the art, the architecture, the history, we rarely remember the time it burned. When a forgotten king paid silver to save his city, and a Viking chieftain, real or not, left his mark on history forever. History is full of shadows, secrets, and forgotten voices, and we're here to bring them back to life. If this story moved you, imagine what else waits to be uncovered. From ancient fortresses to whispered legends, each tale holds power. So if you crave more journeys into the mysterious and the true, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe, because some stories deserve to be told again.